Hi everyone, Cheryl here today with KaDoodle Bug Designs, and today we're going to be working with the Beary Cutest in the patch. So this one here, we're going to be putting it together. I don't have one already ready, so I figured we could just do it while I'm doing it and I'd video. So I did cut this one. I think this is the size that it came in Design Space. I probably should look really quick. I usually try to get, let's see. I may have saved it, but I think it's the size it came in. So she's pretty big. She's gonna be a little over 5 inches high, and she's about almost 3.5 wide. I think I'm gonna use her on I make pumpkin chocolate chip pumpkin bread, and so I may just use this as a tag and do some little writing on the back and hang it from the bread or put it on the bread, or it could be used on one of the bigger gable boxes. And I have some other big boxes that I may put it on. So I'm not really sure yet, but I know it's going to be a pretty big project. It'd probably work perfect on a scrapbook page. It could also be used on a card. I do my cards 6x6. So let's go ahead and get started. So I'm just going to go over some of the paper really quick. So this is crumb cake, which I did the bear in and the backer piece. I did smooth vanilla for the inner ear and the muzzle. I did just a smooth white, and then I did the black for the eyes and the nose. I did the yellow, I believe, came from paper temptress. It's quite different, so I'm gonna see if you could see that. It's got, there you go. So it is a different texture. I'm using that for the hat and the little buttons, and also for these sunflowers right here. So it's kind of like a crinkled up paper. Now, for the pumpkin, I did do something a little different on that. Let me see if I can grab. So that orange there, I didn't even write it down. I think it's this one, right? I want to say it was melon. Yeah. So it's melon from American Crafts. So what I did, and I'm just going to kind of show you, I used this tool. It's by Dear Lizzie, but I'm sure they have tons of others out there. So when you do this, if you want the dots like how I did them where they're coming out, you would put your textured side down and roll it through, and that would give you the dot coming up. And so I embossed that. So you could also run your pieces. I thought they were big, and I thought, you know, those would be really cute. Even if you put them in one of the embossing folders with some really pretty swirls or whatever on it, you can just run that through your die cutting machine in a embossing folder. And I'll show you if you're not familiar. I'm just going to show you really quick. Well, oh, I thought I had my bigger ones down here with me. Anyways, these are like the embossing folders, so you can just put them inside. Now, the one I'm talking about is pretty big. It's the size of this entire 4 pieces. So you could do that as well. Oh, here we go. So this one, and I've got a ton of these. So you could do the swirls or whatever. There's even Halloween ones. And just run them through your die cut machine. So that's just an option on this. Okay, so I've distressed all my pieces here. And I'll go over the colors really quick. And then I just picked a design paper, you guys, for the dress. And you can pick whichever. This one came from American Crafts. And the piece was just an extra piece that I had. Okay, and then, ooh, I forgot to write down the green. The green, you guys, I'm not sure what this green is, so I can't remember where I grabbed that from. Anyways, I'm going to leave that. And then, whoops. Okay. And then the dark I think I did the chestnut on that for the dark pieces, and that would all be American Crafts. So I've already prepped everything, and I'm going to just kind of go quickly with you over it. I used spice marmalade and for the pumpkin, and all I did was, see, this one's reversed embossed. All I did was just come around the edge. You can kind of come like so, and then do your little distressing. Now, because it's this way, let me show you. I kind of came in a little bit to hit the other little dots so you would see. So let's see if I can do it on this side so you can kind of see. This is the reverse side, but I just want to kind of show you. See how the little dots are, and then to get the ones on the inner, which we only need on the sides because that one's going to be covered. So you would just kind of come around here and get that as dark as you want. And then for that inner piece, I didn't run this one through, but we'll run it through together. So I'm going to flip it upside down. Oops. And then just kind of run that through. So this is for my other one because I have 2 of these that I'm going to do that are this size. So on this one here, we'll just kind of, same thing, get that edge. And my dauber is the rounded one. So we'll just do this one really quick. So hopefully you could see that. And then to come up here to get those other little dots, just kind of, I'm kind of flicking in and up. So that way we're not doing the dark color on everything. But anyways, so there you have it. And then you can just come around this edge darker, or I like when the edges are dark, so I'll kind of come with the marker. You can use any one. Whoops. Kind of hold it down. And there we have it. And I'll do the same thing with this one as well. And so there you have that. But so that one's kind of reversed. But I have another one cut, so that's all right. All right, so that's on that orange. And we'll put the orange away. So that was the only orange I did. So for the yellow, I just used Barely Banana, and I distressed all the yellow except for the band. So on the band, I took this pale yellow Copic and just kind of colored the top darker and then came lightly over the bottom. I don't think you can tell much, just a tad, but it's kind of hard to tell. Okay, and then, okay, so we did the yellow. So I used blue on the hat and the dress and just kind of did the same technique. Certainly Celery is all the green. And then, Buckaroo Blue is the blue. And then brushed corduroy I did for the bear. And I'm just going to load this one up. So I just used the brushed corduroy. And then this is Buckaroo Blue. And Certainly Celery. And then Spiced Marmalade. Because I forgot you guys can't see. Sorry. Okay, let me grab one of these pieces. So for the head, I just basically came around the edge in a circular motion and then kind of just back and forth. And so really it's going to depend on how much shading you want on the inside of this, right? So if you want a lot of shading on the face, because I believe the entire face is going to be seen. Let me minimize that and maximize. So yes, we're going to see most of this face except for the top because she's going to have a little hat on. And so anyways, so you'll just figure how much shading you want. So if you want to get some of that in lighter, you can kind of just take your rounded tool and kind of flick, like we're flicking in to shade that. And that way it's kind of lighter, but in more. So Let me kind of show you. See. Anyway, so you can kind of just work on that if that's what you're wanting. And then you could always come around that edge a little darker if you choose. Okay, so we are ready to start piecing. I'm going to grab some things. I like using the art glitter glue. I'm going to use the Viker tool. This I like to use to pick up my pieces. Hopefully I flatten that. Yep. Okay, so I'm going to use some glue, the Viker tool, and we can start our layering on this. So the first thing we want to do is place her ears, and it looks like to me that this is where her little ears are going to go. And so we'll get that layering. So let's go ahead and grab one of the ears and the other one. Oops. Okay. And we can kind of just make sure we've got those where they need to be. I'm thinking like so. So just give them a nice little press. And then we're going to add the inner ears, these little inner pieces. And I'm just using this tool. This is a Viker tool if you aren't familiar. I just bought a set of 2 of these on Amazon a long time ago. They still have them. They come in a little case with a tweezers and for the wax nibs. And the wax nibs, you can buy more of them. So they just come right off. Let me see if I can pull one off. Oops. Oops. Oh, shoot, I forgot how it came out. There we go. It's been a while. Okay, so it just kind of screws in. Okay, so we've got the ears. We're going to do the arms and the body. So I can kind of see the arms are right here. And if you need, you can pull the picture up. Or I like to usually, if it's something that I'm not familiar with and I can't write down the layering process just by looking at it, I'll bring the phone over with me and just have the picture up on my phone. So let me see. Her head goes right here. Yeah, that looks like it'll be fine. Okay, so hopefully, okay. I'm going to get some more glue on there. And we'll just grab this other one. So if you're on a cell phone, there should be a little white box in your right corner. If you click on that, that's going to give you this full tray area. So just in case I start coming down, because I'm a little far away from it, I probably should have moved the camera a little better, but that's all right. So we're going to do the body next. Let's go ahead and get this body on pretty quick. All right, so I'm just going to put, oops. And then we want her little dress overalls on her. This was the backside. I think the backside would have been cute too. So that one was a hard choice for me. I guess if I make some more of them and cut them out, I'll do some with that on the back. The little... Okay, so let's kind of get that. So on her body, I really only colored the top part that you're going to see. I kind of just distressed that a little bit. And then we're going to put these little straps on. Oops. So we'll get those on as well. Okay, and this time I promise not to lose the pocket. I think I left it in the tray because I have the extra in the tray. So on my last video, if you saw, I forgot the pocket. And oh well. So this one here, we'll make sure to get the pocket on. And you really don't even see this pocket, so honestly I think we're good. And I think it's going to be covered up. So we'll just get it on here anyways. All right. Just give that a press down. Okay, so we have that on. So now we're going to do the stem and the pumpkin. And she's got a pretty big pumpkin here. So we're going to put, I think the pumpkin kind of goes off, kind of like at an angle. So let's see if I can get it. And then she also has a little stem that's going to come. So we do see part of that pocket, right? So let's go ahead and get this big pumpkin. When I cut this one out, I was like, oh my, this one's a lot bigger than what I thought I was cutting. But then I was like, oh, I can use that for, let's see, before it gets stuck down. I could use this on one of my treats or... Probably should have brought that down a bit. Oh, here's the orange. Okay. And we're going to put the little stem probably right about here. Oops, and a little bit on the back of it. Yeah, I can kind of go like that. And I'll just get the center part on. And there we go. Just kind of press that down. And then we have the big leaf. And I'm going to kind of bring it like so. Okay. That's probably why the pocket, the pocket you could see just a tad. I guess it really just depends on where you put that leaf. But I'm going to leave it there. All right. And so on the bottom here is where all our other pieces are going to go. So we're going to have a leaf here and a sunflower. So let's see which one this is. I think it's that one. Okay. And then we should have one right here. So we're going to put, whoops, it isn't that one, I don't think. Well, wait, it may be this. We have the bigger one. Yeah, I think I am just going to use this one here. And then that one can go up there. And then we're going to start with the middle sunflower, the middle-sized one. And so I have one that's going to go here somehow. Whoops. Where does that go? We're just going to kind of cover that. Okay. And then we want to slide this other one down, this little leaf. We can kind of bring that down a little bit. Okay. And then the next one is this big one. And we're going to put that one like so. And then we should have this little guy. And we do need the centers in here. So let's get... I did not distress the centers of these. I was thinking of doing something different. So... okay. All right, so we'll let that dry. Super cute. Okay, so we just have her two hands. So we're going to go ahead and get those on. And so I think one comes right about here. And I am going to put a little bit of glue on the back. There we go. And then the other one's over here. Okay. And you could always move. There we go. Oh, that one can kind of come down a little bit. All right, so we've got that done. Now we're ready to put on her face, and we're going to do the face. And I'm going to zoom you guys in a little bit. So if I shake, sorry. Okay. Hopefully we're good. Okay, so I want to put the head on, and so I'm going to do that. Oops, let's see how that looks. Okay, and we're going to do this little muzzle, and I can see, whoops, and that's the nose, but okay, there we go. All right, so I want to get this on, and then I'm going to place my eyes. So I'm going to leave a little opening at the top. Let's see. There we go. Okay. And then we need to figure out how we want our, well, she's kind of tilted to the side, so I really want that to kind of tilt with her. So let's see. Does that look, whoops. I'm out of view, but anyway, so since her head's tilted, I needed to bring this over this way to the right, because then she'll have a little nose there, and then her eyes. So we just figure out where these eyes are going to go. So I'm thinking I'm going to tilt them in. Let's see if I can grab these. Oops, let me grab a different little eye. Okay. So on the eyes here, whoops. I pushed that down. Whoa! I pushed it down a little soon here. So let me, and hopefully you could see. Okay, there we go. So I just took a little pin. I want to push that under. There we go. I like them when they're under a tad. So I tilted them in. Now you could push them out as far as you want. There's plenty of room on this face to do eyelashes. So if we decide we're going to do them big, it'll be okay. Okay, I'm thinking that's probably good. Let's see. Push down and clean up a little bit of that glue. Okay, now for the black piece, I'm going to kind of bring my black piece in a bit. So let's see how these will set. Okay, I like that one. This one, when it cut, I may have to snip that. It has a little, just a little piece right there. I don't know if you could see that much, but okay, that looks better. So we're just going to kind of bring that in. And I want to move it down. There we go. I'm thinking that looks good. Hopefully, huh? And then just give those a press. Okay. So we want those to be dry. No glue. All right. And hopefully I didn't lose that nose. Oh my. I did. Oh, wow. Okay. That's all right. Okay, good thing I have another one. It probably went on the floor, but let me grab. There should be one right here. Boy, how do I lose? Ah, there it is. It's on the. It was on my mat, my other mat. Okay, so we're gonna put this right here, and then, whoops. All right. So we can go ahead and do some of the shading with some chalks. So let me grab a brush, and then we're almost, should be done pretty quickly here. Okay, so I'm going to just do some little cheeks and bring it up off onto the bear, the right here. So I'm just putting it right here too. So let me see. And then kind of blow that off. All right. I think that's fine. And let's see. If it's not round enough, you could always come in there and just kind of round it up a little bit. Hopefully you saw that and it wasn't out of view. But anyways, just want some little rounds. And then on the brown part of the bear. Okay, and then the next thing I want to do is take my Posca pen, and I'm just going to do a dot on each side. I also want to add my dots up on the ears. I'm going to do the little nose, and then the eyes. And then I am going to come down and do the hands in there. And this. Whoops, sorry. I'm just adding some little. Okay, and I'm going to leave that brown area. Now I'm going to come in on that face and do really quick here with a 0.05 micron. I want to do some little dots here. Okay, and then we're going to work on the eyes. All right. And I'm hoping the eyes are dry. So I'm just going to do some little lashes. Oh, she's so cute. And then the same with this one. Oops. For some reason, those don't want to. There we go. All right. And we'll do a little liner. Liner's easier if you flip the piece. You can really get in the edge there and kind of tie everything together. Okay. And you could do it thick or thin. This one is a little thicker, which is fine. I'm going to come in with some shading anyways. There we go. Okay, so that's that. Let me grab the angled brush. So I'm going to just use the angled brush. Let's see. And bring some black chalk. Now I'm just using some old Stampin' Up! Chalk. And I'm just going to start down at the bottom because there's a lot on the, and then the brush. And then you can just kind of bring that up. And if it's too much, just come in and erase it. I'm just using a craft eraser. There we go. Sorry, I don't even think that may have not have been in view, but okay. And I'm going to come in with some light. I'm going to actually do kind of a little pinky peach up at the top of this eye. Kind of soften it a little bit. There we go. Okay, and then if you feel like the eyelashes need to, you need to come in, you can just like come back over and do like so. And that's okay. There we go. All right, so I think we're done. We're gonna just put her hat on. I think we've got her eyes done. So on the hat, we'll go ahead and get the hat on. Oh no. I don't want to cover her eyes all the way. I probably should have brought them down a little bit. So I'm going to do, oh, let me zoom back out, you guys. Whoops. So I should have brought the head down a little bit more, but yeah, because if you put the hat on, she's not even gonna have eyes, right? So I'm gonna do something a little different. Let's just fix it. No worries, right? We're not gonna worry about that because we can just snip this backer. So I'm just gonna kind of snip. I'm not gonna worry about that because we can kind of just we'll just cut these bottom pieces. We don't want to cover her face, so she's just gonna be a little bigger than what I originally said, but that's okay. All right. So her little ears too, I can change those ears if I want as well. I'm going to just rip that right off. And I'm not going to worry about that. Let's maybe leave that one. Okay, yeah. We can leave that one. That'll be cute. So we could just do it like so. And then we'll bring the other little ear back in. Okay. Yep. I make boo-boos. That's why most of the time I try to put them together before. That way, I can kind of see. Yeah, that's cute. Okay, so we're going to put her little hat on right here. So I kind of going to tip it up. And I think I'm going to just put this ear to come right about so. So that's really not how the photo's done, but that's all right. We'll just add a little glue back here. There we go. Cute. Yeah, she's cute. Okay, so I'm going to put this yellow piece on. And let's see. And then this is the next piece. Could probably because there's a little sunflower that goes on here. I might change that a tad. So we'll see what I do. Okay, so we're going to add the little sunflower. So the little sunflower is supposed to go somewhere right in here. And I left room behind to add some of those leaves. Okay, so I'm going to add one here. So I think I want one right here, and then I want one right here. So I think I'm going to do this one, and then that one. Whoops. So that just kind of pushes under. There we go. Cute. Okay, so our last thing to do is to add some highlighting. I don't know how I like that, but now for these little sunflowers, I want to do some glitter glass in them. So I'm just adding the glue to the center. And I'm going to pull this stuff out of here. And then I just have some art glitter Gala Glitz. I use these in the centers of some of my flowers when I do them, my paper flowers and the faux glass ones that I make for my cards. Cute. Okay. And then that will just have to sit. And if you want, when you're doing the eyes on these, you could come in with the glossy accents and do up the eyes, and then come back and use your the paint. Oops. So I'm just gonna do her eyes. So I just kind of do a big bead. And then this one. Just kind of, and they look really 3D once they're done. Anyways, I'll wait for those to dry, and then I'll use the Posca paint pen to do the dots. So I hope you enjoyed my video today. Sorry about the mishap, you guys. Anyways, this one, she is called the Beary Cutest in the Patch. She's the girl peeker one. And there's a set of 3 of them in the set, and then a title, and then some sunflowers. So super cute set from Kadoodlebug Designs. And so if you enjoyed my video today, please give me a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more videos, please subscribe. If you have any questions or comments, you can drop those below. And thanks again for stopping by. Have a good day.